Hi there, happy to see you on our channel. Today we're bringing you a piece of breaking news from royal commentators. Meghan Markle has failed for her unrealistic expectations, and Prince Harry loses his temper in public. The privacy-loving Sussexes seem to court and seek attention this week as they continue to distance themselves even further from reality. The latest video appearances see the juxtaposition of the two, with Meghan Markle holding court with sleek, over-the-top coiffured hairpieces, sporting a ridiculously expensive designer dress in a house that she can't actually afford to buy, while Harry sat in a corner of a bare kitchen, looking as if he'd just woken up. Meghan Markle is clearly auditioning for something, while Harry is trying to recapture some of the laddish appeal that made him popular once upon a time ago. Both attempts failed, and no one is interested in either of them. I don't think I can articulate how disgusted the British public are, either vocally or silently, at the sheer audacity of the duo, in that they refuse to repay the cost of the Frogmore renovations, their part, and chose to use the funds to buy a house out of their price range. Many are wondering how Harry and Meghan could have secured a $9.5 million mortgage. But with their heir to the British throne as Harry's father, a bank would know that they could acquire the funds somehow. It's feasible that Harry and Meghan may only pay interest and then try to flip the house and make money from it, but that's irrelevant to what amounts to a kick in the face at the British public. Others have suggested that there may be a balloon mortgage where the payments would be low and then the final payment would have to be paid in a lump sum. Regardless, they didn't actually have the cash to buy the house. Meghan and Harry's actions aren't humble, but are grandiose, and in the current climate are totally insensitive to the public outcries for help when people are hungry and homeless. They sit there and spout compassion and empathy in their 5-minute video clips, but it's hypocrisy at its finest, with Meghan Markle sitting in a dress that could feed several families for a few weeks. Those who are truly humanitarian and who have wealth don't throw it in their faces of those less fortunate, as the Sussexes have opted to do. The row over whether Harry was rude to the Queen continues with this Angela Kelly saga. She's a trusted aide to the Queen and is her dresser, and I brushed it off as a little tattle, but it seems no one wants to let it go. The people still hold some respect for the Queen, and to hear that Harry was rude to her is bad for his failing image. There appears to be some backtracking on this, and the gist is basically that Meghan Markle wanted access to the tiaras for the wedding, and Angela Kelly simply stated protocol, in that an appointment had to be made. Harry allegedly threw a hissy fit at Kelly, which got back to the Queen, who was said to have put Harry in his place. So who do we believe, and is it even important? The problem is that Harry doesn't want to look as if he has been disrespectful to the hand that feeds him, but it's far too late for that. It also validates rumors that Meghan Markle demanded to have access to some jewels and claimed she was treated badly because she wasn't given access. By now, we all know that Meghan Markle demands things and feels entitled in all that she does. Therefore, the story that she demanded something and then was told that there were procedures to follow is a very common one. Rebecca English chips in on the furor and claims that the incident did occur, but it was done in a respectful manner. Yeah, that's puzzling, because how can you question protocol and procedure and then say that that's respectful? It was as if Harry thought he and Meghan Markle were special and are exceptions to all the rules. We have also seen Harry lose his temper in public, where he has been rude and dismissive, Mills in South Africa, and Nottingham walking him out in 2017, where he shouted and was rude at people in the crowd because they jeered at Meghan Markle. And so it's credible that he could have been dismissive and rude to Kelly. English states and sources close to the Sussexes have commented on this to deny that Harry was hostile, but they don't deny that he was angry, and I suspect a source means James Holt, who was head of engagement and communications for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and was still calling himself that in April, when Sussex Royal had officially been disbanded. Come to think of it, if Holt and Wong are still being considered as the Sussexes spokespeople, what does that make Travelist? Was the company set up as a way to pay them using foundation funds because they couldn't afford to pay them any other way? Shouldn't they be focusing on Travelist solely, whatever it actually does, rather than carrying on with their old job titles while being paid through charitable funds? Who are the official spokespeople for the Sussexes, and who is paying their salaries? Between mortgage payments, security costs, all the lawyers' fees, I guess they may have to shop at Family Dollar for groceries soon. Personally, I think the Angela Kelly story backfired on the Sussexes, like many others, because they thought the public would think what happened was unfair, bring out the orchestra of many violins, but that wasn't the public reaction. Instead, people realized, because most are normal, that if you have to make an appointment for things, you can't demand that people drop everything to accommodate you. It was too late to deny Harry was unhappy with the situation, but then again, Harry is unhappy with lots of things, and no one else cares about it. In a nutshell, the incident probably took place. Harry was rude, and the Queen reminded him that he needed to be respectful. But they expected the public to sympathize with Harry, and no one has, hence the need to backtrack and cover his story. Kelly is a trusted and well-respected aide, and to try to use her to make themselves look like victims has failed. The Sussexes have been in the headlines for apparently calling one of the cult fans to thank them for their fundraising efforts in their name. The problem is that these Twitter users have attacked everyone in the royal family and have viciously abused any member of the public that don't support their comments or who have different opinions. The squad uses foul language and threaten people when expressing opinions that differ from theirs, and they gang up together to report or flag comments that they don't like. It's been going on for a number of years, where they try to force the narrative and impinge on free speech. Comments that are removed are reinstated, but have things already gone too far? Someone critical of the Sussexes recently had their home burned down, and the nearby home of their mother was also burned later on. Arson has been suspected, and while at this point it's unclear who the culprits are, I believe that they have been threatened in the past by the Sussex cult fans. If those responsible for the fire and possible death of pets are indeed cult fans of the Sussexes, then something needs to be done, for these people are dangerous. Everyone has a right to express their opinions without being afraid, and if the cult fans have crossed a line, then they and the movement need to be held accountable for their crimes. Meanwhile, the Sussexes are thanking them, bullies, and those who threaten to harm others, for their actions, thus validating what they say and do, which is wholly unethical and immoral. The abuse is real, and I've seen the social media posts myself, but gave them the attention they deserve, which was none. People constantly report these vile posts, but these cult fans continue to create new accounts and to harass those who criticize the Sussexes. There is a difference between being mean and valid criticism. While royal reporters have been attacked and threatened, as well as the Cambridges, the Sussex toxicity is dangerous and poisonous, but the royal family have the power to stop this. Yet keeping calm and carrying on isn't helping right now. One shouldn't forget the Markle famous five either, and a quick look at who made the front rows at the wedding can give you a clue as to the possible identities of the five friends as listed in the Daily Mail. Let's assume that the five attended the wedding, and we can take out those who aren't female or mothers and see who we're left with. There's a list of Meghan Markle's guests, front row seats, and I've crossed out the ones who aren't real friends, aren't female, or who don't have children, and highlighted those who are left. As you can see, there aren't many contenders for the famous five, and so to figure out who they are isn't exactly difficult. Therefore, why don't they want to testify and publicly support their friend? Perhaps they don't want to have to answer that question. The saga drags on, but the reality is the Sussexes have frittered away millions, and while Harry at least will have to show his face in the UK at some point, will Meghan Markle bother? I doubt anyone will lose sleep over whether Meghan Markle ever steps foot on UK soil again. But the question is, will the royal family actually do something about this odious situation? Or will they keep calm and carry on and hope the public will ignore the Sussexes? The problem is that far too much damage has been done, and a line has been crossed. The royal family needs to understand that and have the faith and the patience in the public. It's dangerously low. No one cares if Charles has a good relationship with Harry. What the public want to see is the monarchy being strong and to support the nation. And right now, as a whole, they are failing by giving in to the whims of the Sussex duo. Yes, we all know she wanted privacy, but it seems Meghan Markle has been very busy reaching out to appear wherever she can, and she's milking that little title bone dry. Let's see if she gets the bare cupboard kitchen as a background tomorrow, and what designer she's promoting this week. Will Harry's camera skills have improved, and how much word salad can Meghan Markle toss again without us losing the will to live? How about you? What do you think of these royal experts' points of view? Please let us know in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family, Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.